Hey Tony, what's up?
Hey, how are you?
Fine.
Hey, could you help me with my philosophy project?
Yes.
Uh,
What's
it's
it
about ontology, and you know that ontology is the study of the being and existence. Also, that the statement is that you have a soul,
like what?
like I don't know of what you're made of, like your
Like
physical
I
body,
uh,
but apart you have another soul that it's what it controls, like the body that you have. They're separate, but let's say that it's united in one being.
Okay, so you're telling me that ontology is what is man?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's exactly what
Okay.
And well, my project is about that, but it tells that you need to talk about a philosopher that you're related to. And I chose Aristotle because I'm related to the thinking of that there's a substance and the essence, and they're not separate. They're in one being. But what is different from the substance, from this essence, is that everybody's made up of the substance, and the essence is what
What you make
have,
throughout your
like
life.
you're different from others, and also that in the essence it can control like a change,
Okay.
and the continuity of the change is what you are and what you will be. Well, that's what I want to put in this project. I don't know if it's okay for you.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I think you could say like man consists in body and soul. Like I think it's Plato who said that.
I think so.
That body is made out like controls senses, and the soul it's thought. He said that when you control, when you have happy your body, you can like reach real happiness. You know where there's a man who's rich, but if he's rich and he doesn't have like a family, and he's not really happy. He only has like a lot of money, but he's not happy. When a man who works but has a family, maybe he's not that rich, but he's really happy with all around him. Like I think it could be better like body, soul, and I don't know, the soul that it's eternal. And if you also Plato said that when you have yourself happy, you can reach like the ideal world, and I think it could be great.
You think? I think I'm more agree with the one of Aristotle,
Okay.
because well, you and me are made up from the same substance.
Uh-huh.
But the essence here is, I think, different because as it has a change, the change has a purpose. And for example, that change is, I think, it's in all of us. Because, for example, for your example of the rich man, in order to have the happy life, he was in the need to create different situations to reach that, well, to have that richness, to have the money. And that changes were part of this ontology from this philosopher, Aristotle. And maybe another example could be when, I don't know, you're growing up, you have some capabilities, but as you're growing up, changing from phases, you need to have different ones, so you're going to continue to change, and that is for a purpose, for making a better you. Also, what this philosophy tells about is that in the man there is two parts: the soul and the body.
And the body.
But the soul has other three different parts that you could have: the vegetative, the sensitive, or the rational. And I think the vegetative is for smaller beings, for plants, that they don't need to do too much things. For example, if we put that in a man's body, I think
It would be like static.
yeah,
Okay.
you know that
He could make anything.
yeah,
Okay.
he could take another, I don't know, an accident, and If it harms him too much in the brain, he could stay enter to the vegetative state. Well, the sensitive is another part that you could be, I don't know, a sensitive person, or me.
Oh, like instinct or what?
No, sensitive, yeah, it could be instinct because it can sense a lot of things too easy, but also, yes, it's from the same root, because if I tell you something that can harm you and you're sensitive, you can start crying instead of being like rigid. Or the other way, if you tell it to me. And well, the third part I think is the rational, and is what this thought is made of. The rational is what distinguishes us from the animals. That is, I don't know, we are rational, so
and we can make choices and okay, I think you can have like a mix of them.
Okay.
Like body, it's soul is superior than the body. Add like vegetative, sensitive, and the reason, and like with the examples I told you and the ones you gave to me.
It could be because there's, you don't know, it isn't so different the ontology from Plato's and the Aristotle's, because there's something they created that it's called the chain of being, that is a religious hierarchical structure of all matter and life, and in this structure they put first God, and then it goes to angels, demons, then it goes men, and the.
But that was by who?
But it was created in the Middle Ages by religious priests. Well, it relates.
Okay, it's like the same philosophy, but instead of having like
they mix them up.
Okay,
it's kind of the same, but they mix them up. So I'm thinking I could put this because there was years before that the ladder of nature, which is the ones Aristotle created, which is the classification of animals and plants. But it doesn't include like God and angels, demons, and saints. So I'm thinking that it could be better to put a great change of being in this.
Okay, I think that's good.
Okay, so well, thank you very much.
Well, and how was the football yesterday?
It was very good. My team tied with the other one, but it was a great match.
Cool.
And Monterrey.
Characteristics of an Übermensch. Number 1. You have achieved self-overcoming. 2. You can transform suffering into strength. And finally, you seek power over power. You are not bounded by tradition or by any other social dogmas.
El filósofo que yo escogí es Jean-Paul Sartre, un filósofo francés del siglo XX, tal vez el filósofo más importante del siglo XX, el cual tuvo su mayor impacto en el periodo posguerra. Él lo que nos dice es que los humanos estamos condenados a ser libres. Esta libertad nos causa ansiedad. Tenemos tantas opciones, tantas posibilidades que nuestra mente y nosotros mismos no lo puede comprender. Ahora, a diferencia de Heidegger, que decía que la esencia y la existencia están en el mismo nivel, y de los filósofos antiguos que decían que la esencia precedía a la existencia, Sartre dice que esto no es así, que la existencia precede a la esencia. Decía que no hay un creador del humano, y usó la metáfora del cortador de papel. Nosotros le damos una esencia al cortador de papel antes de que de que exista. O sea, un cortador de papel es un cortador de papel porque nosotros lo creamos para ese propósito, pero el ser humano no tiene una esencia antes de su existencia, por lo tanto no hay un creador del ser humano.